This is TWiT.
If you are looking for a midweek update on the week's tech news, I got to tell you, you got to check out Tech News Weekly. See, it's all kind of built in there with the title. You get to learn about the news in tech that matters. Every Thursday, Jason Howell and I talk to the people making and breaking the tech news, get their insights and their interesting stories. It's a great show to check out. twit.tv/TNW.
Should TikTok be shut down as a channel for the Chinese government to influence?
I think
that's a harsh way to ask it.
No, I think the United States should pass a federal privacy law that is our GDPR, but more specific, and that, unlike GDPR, explicitly recognizes that some countries are allies and some are not, right? And some are adversaries, and there's a bunch of countries in the middle. And so I would like to see a federal privacy law that binds all tech companies in a bunch of ways, but one of the ways it binds them is it does not allow certain information about American citizens to be stored or processed or accessed by the citizens of certain countries.
That's fair.
And that would include the People's Republic of China.
Not force TikTok to be owned by an American company.
Right. I would like this law to apply for TikTok and Apple.
And Apple. And Facebook, let's face it.
Wow.
Well, right, so Facebook does no data processing in China, but the domestic stuff around rules, the domestic rules should apply to Facebook, certainly.
Yep. That's a good point. Kristi Noem, governor of South Dakota, just announced that TikTok is banned in government offices in South Dakota, which is...
I'm sure it was a hot item.
Of the Chinese, so here's my hot take. Of the Chinese companies we should worry about, WeChat is a much bigger one for me.
I agree.
Because WeChat is a massive tool of surveillance against American companies.
We don't know about it because it's used by Chinese nationals abroad.
Right, but every American company has Chinese-speaking employees.
Yeah.
They are not intentionally doing anything bad.
No,
but they all have WeChat installed
have it.
because it's the only way they can talk to their family.
Right.
Yep.
Which is effectively a subsidy by the Great Firewall
Yep.
to make WeChat used around the world. And every single company has effectively an employee resource group that is on WeChat of Chinese-speaking employees. That's fine if what they're talking about is, I don't like this manager, this HR thing's going on. It's not as cool when they're talking about tech stuff, and this is something we actually had at Facebook, which is we had information that we knew landed in the hands of the Chinese.
Wow.
That one of our theories was it had been discussed by, Chinese-speaking employees. They didn't understand that everything they wrote was being logged in Beijing.
Wow.
So WeChat, if we're going to start with something, it should be WeChat. Because also TikTok, it has almost no private communication on it, right?
It's just watching videos.
Right, where WeChat,
privacy's
people
not the issue.
buy stuff, they buy drugs,
Right.
They probably communicate with their mistresses. There's a bunch of blackmail material on WeChat.
We know they're seeing a lot of escort ads. We know that.
They're seeing a lot of escort ads. And then the other thing WeChat's used is it's used to control the Chinese diaspora in the US. You see university groups and stuff where if you read any of these indictments of people who have been turned by the MSS, Ministry of State Security, while they're in America, there was just one a week ago by the FBI right before Thanksgiving. The word WeChat's all over it.
Yeah.
That is how you reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
That is how you threaten them. That is how you point out that the MSS has control of their parents.
Wow.
WeChat is the platform I think we should worry about.